Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Week 2 of Conroe ISD High School football. I'm David Laney, and tonight we are here at beautiful Moorhead Stadium in Conroe, Texas, for tonight's non-district matchup between the Caney Creek Panthers and the Montgomery Bears. The Bears are coming off a season-opening win against Kingwood Park, while the Panthers are looking for their first win of the season. The Grizzlies will be led by campus athletic director and head coach Kendall Hyman, while head coach Grant Cooper will be on the opposite sideline leading the Bears. Now we'll turn our attention to tonight's pregame activities.
At this time, we will have the school song performed by the Mighty Panther Band from Caney Creek High School. And now performing their school song, the Montgomery High School Band.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
What if a world-leading hospital could also be your neighborhood doctor's office? With Houston Methodist, it is. Our primary care physicians invest time in your visit, so you're seen and heard, virtually and in person at locations across the city. And we're always ready to connect you with our network of top specialists.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Wood Forest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank, we're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Wood Forest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Since 1965, the team at Buckaloo Chevrolet has been working hard to deliver a better car buying experience to every customer. If you're looking for a better selection and a better car buying experience, head to Buckaloo Chevrolet. We promise no hassle, no haggle buying, and we never add things to our price you don't ask for. The price you see is the price you pay at Buckaloo Chevrolet on I-45 in Conroe, or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. And remember,
it's a better buy at Buckaloo.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
All right. Very pleased to announce I have a guest commentator in the booth with me tonight, Wesley Turner, who is a sophomore and a member of the JV football team here at Conroe High School. Will be assisting me as a analyst, you might say, commentator for the game. Wesley, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, man. I'm just ready to get into some football. You know, those months and months of waiting over the summer, man, they were killing me. I was just ready. Like last week, I saw people tailgating for the games and just got me fired up in that football atmosphere.
Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights, the best way you can describe it. Almost, you could say it was a nonfiction movie. It was a very accurate movie for Texas high school football.
Well, let me ask you, what is it that really got you interested? You mentioned to me earlier you're a member of the in the audiovisual program here at Conroe High School. Tell us a little bit about what got you into that program and why you like it so much.
Well, what really got me into that program was finding out that Mr. Landry, our director, was also the head for all of the football games here. I mean, I've always been told that I talk too much my whole life, and my love for football just kind of combined into this.
Absolutely. Well, coming from a career where I got paid to talk, I can tell you it can be a very rewarding thing, and I'm sure you're going to do very well at it. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
As we await the players coming onto the field, real quickly, let me go over some other games being played tonight. Grand Oaks won their game last night here at Buddy Moorhead Stadium by a score of 17-14. That was a great game. Conroe has an away game tonight against Alief Hastings. Oak Ridge lost their game last night against Stratford, that being played at Woodforest Bank Stadium. The Woodlands has a home game tonight at Woodforest Bank against Deer Park. And like this game, that game is also being streamed over YouTube on the Woodforest Bank Stadium YouTube channel. And College Park has a away game tomorrow, yes, Saturday, against Klein Cain. Thank you again for joining us tonight. This should be a great contest. And here come the Caney Creek Panthers.
Here come the Panthers!
Noticing earlier, Montgomery brought a lot of players from just down the road, 105. They've got a big team.
Yeah, and I can see that maybe playing a factor in this game, being able to keep so many of these players fresh and energized, as opposed to Caney Creek with this smaller team.
Yeah, that was one thing that came up in the discussion earlier. I actually ran into one of your coaches in the first game of the season, and he had mentioned that the UIL restrictions this year, that because of the restrictions, players were not able to really, or I should say coaches were not able to push players maybe as hard as they would have liked to and got them in condition. I noticed last night in that game, there were players that already had their hands on the hips well before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can get tiring out there. I mean, I should know. I play for the JV team out here in this long summer practices and the heat. And come out here just.
And here come the Bears from Montgomery High School.
Down to the field. Would you say though that it was maybe the workouts, 2-a-days, were not as heavy this year as they had been in the past because of the UIL restrictions?
I would say that they're about the same. I mean, 2-a-days are 2-a-days, so they're still hard.
Right, that is true. All right, we'll return to the field for our pregame activities. Again, thank you for joining us tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Today, the colors are presented by representatives from the Caney Creek Junior ROTC, and our national anthem will be performed by the Mighty Panther Band from Caney Creek High School. Please join me in standing until the colors have exited the field. Thank you.
Wesley, last night at the game, the wind was a factor. Game ended up being difference only one field goal. Looks like the wind's blowing pretty strong out there tonight as well. Not going to say tonight's game will be decided by a field goal like it did last night, but they're going to be kicking into a pretty stiff wind, it appears, by the shape, by looking at those flags and the flag at the center field during the playing of the national anthem.
Yeah, and I'm actually noticing this wind is so strong right now, the field goal posts are shaking. This is definitely, this wind, it's definitely going to be a factor.
I don't even think that was happening last night. So the good news is maybe that's that cool front coming in. Looks like the wind's blowing a little bit more out of the northeast. Last night it was more out of the southwest. So it should be some pretty good football weather out there tonight. If that wind kicks out of the northeast and things begin to cool down like they are predicting.
Yeah, but I will say, though, it's going to be whoever is going to be kicking towards the wind, they're going to have a tough time. But whoever's kicking with the wind, they're going to have it easy.
Captains for the Bears tonight, number 1, Talon Shavers. Number 4, Damian Taylor. Number 15, Alex Good. And number 50, Jake Cox. Captains for your Panthers this evening. Number 17, DeMarcus Williams. Number 53, Isael Quintanilla. Number 2, Andre Mendez. And number 5, Cyrus Pettit.
Looks like Montgomery, I think, won the toss. We'll look for the indication here.
Montgomery has won the toss and will defer to the second half. Caney Creek will receive.
All right, there you have it. Wes, a little story here about that. You know, typically when you win the toss, you get your choice. And there have been times where the player would, they knew they wanted to kick the ball. And he would make the choice, we want to kick. And when he did that, he's actually made his choice.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't get the choice in the second half. So the other team ends up getting the ball first half and second half. But anyway, I think coaches probably have them well versed in that now. You want to defer. Just tell them you want to defer. Don't make a selection. You're going to defer. And I've seen that happen at the college level, where the player, when they had their choice, did not say defer. They said, we want to kick.
Yeah, and it's interesting now. Teams a lot, instead of going for the first strike, they want to hold off and get the ability to score on the last drive before the half, and then get the ball back.
Teeing it up for the Bears this evening, number 94, Parker Crenshaw. Back deep for the Panthers,
Right.
number 3, Jamonte Kuhn. And number 8, Elian Gaona.
Kuhn and Ellis.
On your feet, sports fans, it's time for some Panther football!
Crenshaw, and he will boot this ball with that stiff wind that we've been talking about, and it will get caught up in the wind. He'll bring it out of the end zone up to the 10, 15, looking for a hole. Hard hit, right at about the 17-yard line. That's where Caney Creek will take over. Just getting started here, just inside of 12 minutes left in the first quarter. And again, appreciate you joining us tonight.
Coming up, making the stop for
Kuhn on the reception there.
For the Bears, number 32, Caden McMillan.
McMillan on the tackle. And that's where Caney Creek will begin.
And I will say, whenever
Creek.
in the game that I was
Start
calling
the
last week, Grand
first
Oaks
and
and
10
Spring,
at the 19-yard
the field
line.
position was a major factor in the game, with Grand Oaks on multiple possessions in a row getting the ball in Spring territory and scoring on all those possessions.
Yeah, you hear a lot sometimes about the game of field position being played. Quarterback back there for Caney Creek. Williams calling the signals. He's got 2 receivers on his right, 2 on his left. He'll go back to throw, looking toward the sideline, going to roll out. Now he'll throw it out of bounds. Wesley, you think that was intentional, or did he just let it get away from him?
I think he let it get away from him. The offensive line was doing a good job there protecting. He had a pocket. He just escaped from it, tried to throw the drag route, which is something that you'll see in some of these offenses today. They love to throw the drags across the middle.
DeMarcus Williams on the rollout. Pass falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looks like same formation as the previous play. 2 receivers each side. He'll hand off in the middle. A little bit of a hole there. Looks like he'll get about 5 out of it. Get the ball out. Looks like they're going to mark it right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. Looking for the and we'll have an official timeout here. Ellis on the carry there for Caney Creek. Carver will give him credit for the tackle. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 4. We'll call it a long 4. Again, an official timeout.
And it's these 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s that you love to see. It's like a mix. The defense, this is one of those areas where you can go where you can feasibly go for a run or a pass and get the first down.
Makes it harder on the defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that situation to maybe see a play action coming out here with Caney Creek.
Yeah, that game last night, Wesley, was one. I think it was one on the sidelines between those 2 coaches. I actually referred to it several times during the game as a chess match because the teams were pretty well equally matched, and it was a matter of getting the right play call at the right time. As a matter of fact, Waller scored a big touchdown on a new formation that they had not shown. They got a receiver, ran a post pattern, and the safeties bit. It was actually a fake jet sweep, and the safeties bit on it, and that receiver, he walked into the end zone. It was one of those plays where if you were on the Waller side, you were thinking, don't drop it, because there's nobody near you. And caught the ball, and like I said, almost walked into the end zone. Caney Creek will return their offense out onto the field. Quarterback Williams for Caney Creek's a large kid. Some size on him. Looks like he's a good double threat there for run and pass. Hand off in the middle. And he will get the first down, bring the ball all the way out to about the
Handoff goes to number 6, Darrell Ellis.
Good hard run right up the middle there, Wes.
Coming up, making a stop.
I wouldn't be surprised here.
Number 46, Blaze
3 down linemen.
Olavani.
With those 3 down
number
linemen,
56,
they usually
Jaden
like to blitz
Lim.
the middle linebackers whenever they're coming down because
1st and
you're
10
leaving
for the
those
Panthers.
gaps open on both sides for these inside runs, which could also be something that these offenses try to exploit.
Got to go back to the well again. He'll get another 4 or 5 out of it. Looks like they're going to give him about 4 on the
Handoff
carry.
goes to number 1, Brandon Ramsher. Coming up, making the tackle, number 30, Cade Smith.
Cade Smith on the tackle.
And number 38, Lane Vandiver.
That's 3 running plays in a row. He'll be short of the first down. Looks like they'll mark him about at the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
And I think this with
Coming up, making the stop, number 46, Blaze Olavani.
I think this
brings up 3rd down and 3
they might try to pull
for the
out a
Panthers.
play action or a draw or something like that. Try to catch them off guard.
Yeah, catch those back snapping. Looking to the sideline there. 3rd and 3. Quarterback keeper. He'll get. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he's right. Mark is right at
DeMarcus Williams on the quarterback keeper. Coming up, making the tackle, number 22, Jace McWhorter.
And they will give him the first down.
Yes, they will.
Williams picks up enough yardage for a Panther. First down.
Sitting at the 41-yard line. 9:40 left in the quarter. So far, the Panthers have been very good at keeping the ball. As a matter of fact, Montgomery hasn't even touched it yet.
Play clock's winding down here. They're going to have to get a playoff quick.
I don't think they will. I think the coach called timeout. Coach Timeout noticed the
Caney
clock.
Creek.
Yeah, the 25-second clock had about expired. He was able to call that timeout.
Conroe ISD would like to thank our anchor partners for their support. Gullo Auto Group, Buckaloo Chevrolet, Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center, Houston Methodist, the Woodlands Hospital, and Wood Forest National Bank.
I kind of believe this is going to be one of those games where Caney Creek is going to try to be heavy on the possession clock here. The best defense might be keeping the ball. Williams will go back, send two receivers to his right, one to his left, put a man in motion. Hand it off in the middle. Got a hole all the way down to the 49-yard line. Good, strong 8-yard gain on the play.
Number 22, Cayman Graves on the carry.
Graves on the carry.
Yeah, you
Coming
can
up,
see
making
he
a
got
stop,
hit
number
hard
44,
on that
Zach
tackle.
Hayden.
Left his feet, it looked like, from up here.
He did. Another handoff in the middle. Big hole. They're gaining yardage.
Handoff goes up the middle to number 22, Cayman Graves.
Graves again.
And he picks up enough yardage for a Panther. First down.
Just a great job by this offensive line so far, being able to get to that second level and block those linebackers to give him some room to run.
Another handoff in the middle, and this one, I think.
Handoff goes to Graves. He's met at the line of scrimmage by number 44, Zach Hayden.
No gain. It'll be second.
No gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Handoff in the middle.
Handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves.
Running.
Coming up, making the stop, Blaze Olivani.
Again on the carry. He'll get about
And number 38, Lane Vandiver.
Call it second and 6.
Brings up second down and 5 for the Panthers.
Olivani on the tackle. I'm sorry, Wes.
And it's this offensive line. They're just, on that play, they moved the entire defensive line about 4 yards back. And they've done a good job blocking for this run game so far.
Evidently, they think they can control that line of scrimmage quite well, and so far they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback keeper had a big hole. I think you're right there, Wes. He had a tremendous
Number 17, DeMarcus Williams.
It'll be close to it will be a first down.
He goes up the middle for a Panther.
Once again, just a great
First
job blocking by
down.
the offensive line, taking
Coming
the
up, making
defenders
the
out
stop,
of the
number
play.
44, Zach Hayden.
That'll be a big part. You know, they always say games are won in the trenches, and so far, that statement is showing true.
Yes. Again, we see a running play. Not so much this time. Looks like they'll give him a couple. Flag comes in. Looks like maybe some extracurricular activity. Ellis on the carry for Panthers.
Yeah, whistle was blown and he slammed him to the ground. That's gonna be 15.
That'll be enough, and I believe this will be another Caney Creek first down.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 56, defense half the distance to the goal. First down.
Panthers have already eaten almost half the first quarter with this long drive, most of it on the ground.
Yeah, most of it on the ground, most of it because of this offensive line. And, I mean, it's not a bad thing that you're taking control of the ball because you're taking away chances for the Montgomery offense to score.
Ball now sitting on the 13-yard line. Another handoff in the middle. Looks like he might get a couple out of it. We'll see.
Handoff goes to Darrell Ellis, number 6 for the Panthers.
Van Diver on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Combining on the stop, number 45, Colton Hatzold and Lane Vandiver.
This is one of those long drives, time-consuming drives, but you don't want to get away without putting some points on the board.
Yeah, whenever you're taking this amount of time off the clock, with all these runs, I wouldn't be surprised here if in the red zone we see a play action.
Look-in pass there. Low. It was caught, but I think they're going to actually lose a yard out of it. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Williams pass complete to Carson Govro.
Govu.
That'll bring up 3rd down for the Panthers.
Govru on the reception.
It looked like they're trying to set up a screenplay there for the wide receiver.
Pass wasn't where it needed to be. A little bit too low. Rolls back to throw. Looking. Going to throw right at the middle of the field. Got his receiver open. A little late on the pass. He was open there, Wes, but the pass just arrived a little bit too late.
Williams' pass falls incomplete.
Broke up the pass.
Yeah, the pass was just late. Everything else on the play. The pocket was set, but the throw was just late. The guy was open. Just throw was late, and now they're going to have to settle for a field goal.
And be kicking into that stiff wind.
Yeah, well, this will be our first real test to see if this wind is going to be a factor in this game.
Looks like it's going to be about a 32-yarder. Blocked. Picked up. Still on his feet. Down to about the 38-yard line. Boy.
Field goal is blocked and returned by the Bears. Ball being spotted at the 39-yard line. Montgomery will have 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that was just a great play by the Montgomery special teams to be able to get around that quickly and block the kick. And now they're set up with great field position, better field position than they would have had if the Caney Creek would have missed the kick. They are now set up at their own 40 or their own 39-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 39. This would be the first offensive possession for the Bears. 3 receivers to his right. Go out to the flat. And a yard out of it.
Number 12, Reggie Williams' pass is complete to number 1, Talon Shavers. Coming up, making the stop, number 16, Caden Scoggins. 1 yard gain on the play, brings up 2nd down.
And there were 3 receivers over there in that area, and Caney Creek only had 2 defensive backs. I can see what they were looking for with that screenplay, but he actually slipped, it looked like, on this field. He slipped, and Caney Creek was able to make sure he stayed down.
2nd and 9. Handoff there. Good defensive penetration there by Caney.
Handoff goes to number 4, Damian Taylor.
Give him another yard. Now
coming up, making the stop for the Panthers, number 34, TJ Garza.
Taylor the carry.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Bears.
Big down here for the Caney Creek Panthers. Try to get that ball back.
Yeah, 3rd down and long. They're probably going to want to try to take a shot down the field here.
Williams is going to roll. Looking, being pressured. Got past one man. Going to take it and run. He'll be taken down right at about the 43, 44-yard line. He'll be well short of the 1st down. It's like a punting situation.
Number 12, Reggie Williams scrambles around the left side.
Caney Creek after that blocked field.
He's brought down by number 16, Caden Scoggins.
There.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Bears.
Montgomery ended up getting some points on the board.
True.
Into punt for the Bears, number 90, Waylon Peters.
Peters doing the punting honors for the Bears. He'll stand on his 30. He will be kicking with a good stiff wind behind him. Pettit back to receive for Caney Creek. He's standing right around the 10-yard line. Oh, beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. We'll send him all the way back to the 5-yard line. Ball will bounce and go into the end zone. That kid will be kicking on Saturdays.
Peters punt
Yes, he will.
goes out of the back of the end zone.
Kick. From, what was that? From about
For a touchback?
What was it, 40, 30? All.
He was standing on the 30, and the ball hit on the 5-yard line. So that's 70-yard punt.
Just a calm little 70-yard punt. No biggie.
That would have been a long punt without the wind behind it. We have a timeout here. 3:06 left in the first quarter. First quarter went quick. All those running plays.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to that running game again, because that's what got them down the field. They only ran, I believe, 2 passing plays that entire drive, and they were able to go from about their own 17 all the way down to the 10.
Substitution infraction on the kicking team, number 14. Ball will be placed to 20 plus 5 yards. First down.
You don't see that kind of call very often. That's a substitution infraction.
No, one of the very rare calls. I don't even think I've ever heard that one called in a live game.
All right. It'll cost the Panthers 5 yards. They'll move the ball back to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start their second offensive series. No score. So far, the game has all the makings have been as close as the one we watched here last night. With a fake handoff, got good yardage out of it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves. He picks up enough yardage
on this play
for a Panther.
He has a lead blocker there to block some guys.
Coming up, making a stop, number 13,
He's just able to take advantage of it for a good about 20-yard gain.
Graves on that carry. Quarterback keeper. Making it to the sidelines. Still on his feet. They won't catch him. They won't catch him. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Panthers.
Number 17, Marcus Williams, races 60 yards for the Panthers. Touchdown!
Caney Creek was able to block it and just create a big opening for this quarterback, who you said earlier looks like he does have some dual threat ability, and turns out he does.
And now, the Panthers can grab some momentum. Waiting the extra point. Kick is up high enough.
Extra point is good by number 81, Juan Perez. That brings our score, Caney Creek 7, Montgomery 0.
Caney Creek, and unfortunately it doesn't have his number on it, so we'll add that one to ours. Thank our PA announcer here for giving us that name. I'm sure Montgomery's going to come out ready to move the ball.
Oh yeah, especially after that 3 and out, and then after that big play by Caney Creek, they're going to want to definitely get some points here on this drive, try to answer back.
I could be wrong, Wes, but I've seen enough out of the Panthers right so far to think that they're going to win some games this year.
Yeah, after that big play, if they can continue to make those big plays like they just had throughout the season, they can definitely win some games.
Quick kick. Live ball. Picked up at the 25. Looking for some room. He won't find it. He'll be taken off his feet right at about the 28-yard line, 27. We'll see where they're going to mark him.
On the return for the Bears, number 1, Talon Shavers.
Return for the Bears.
Making the stop, number 13, Blue Harrington. For the Panthers.
It'll be the second offensive possession for the Bears. Trailing
Ball being spotted at the 28-yard line for the Bears. 1st and 10.
Caney Creek, they run this 3-3 stack defense, and from what we've previously seen from them, they do love to blitz off the edge and in the middle. Looks like that's what they're going to send here.
Sweep handoff, looking for room, and he will not find it. He might get one out of it. That'll be it. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Handoff goes to number 3, DQ Swapsy.
Swatsy on the carry.
He looks for room around the left side and is brought down by a host of Panthers. Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 11. Ball now sitting on the 27-yard line. Toss out to the flat. Looking for a block. He'll get a couple out of it. It'll be 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, looking for that screenplay there, but I will say this is an interesting formation.
Pass
Some of
is
these last few
complete
plays that Montgomery has ran
to
out of
number
it.
85.
And even 4 people on the line lined up with the quarterback. Can't say I haven't seen that before, but
Coming up, making the stop, number 20, Marquez Jackson.
3rd and 7. Looking to throw, got his receiver wide open, has him up around the 45. He'll go out of bounds right at, looks like they're going to mark him right inside Caney Creek territory. Looks like they'll
Reggie Williams' pass is complete to number 3, DQ Swapsy. He picks up enough yardage for a Bear 1st down.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about earlier in the game. He ran the bootleg, the play-action bootleg, and was able to find his man coming over across on the middle for the 1st down.
Montgomery picking up a little momentum now. That's just a quarterback keeper there. He's going to try to make it to the sideline, into the secondary. Now he's going down the sideline. Will they push him out?
Number 12, Reggie Williams takes it in for the Bear touchdown.
And that's back-to-back touchdowns by both teams on big quarterback keeper runs. We'll have to see if that becomes a major factor here in this game in these later quarters.
Williams on the carry. First time I can remember calling a game where both teams had a quarterback with the last name Williams. Waiting the extra point. High enough and good. So our new score.
Crenshaw's extra point is good. That brings our score: Caney Creek 7, Montgomery 7.
Crenshaw doing the kicking there for Bears. Beautiful night for football.
Like we were saying earlier, this could end up being a very competitive game with both of these teams, with these high-powered offenses, with these dual-threat quarterbacks. We'll have to see how things go.
When he hit the sideline, it was almost like he turned left upon him.
Oh, yeah. Both the quarterbacks on those plays were able to just hit that 2nd or 3rd gear on the sidelines and just sprint right past the defense into the end zone.
Well, he did a great job of staying in bounds too. I thought they were going to catch him right about the 15-yard line. He was able to brush that off and make it into the end zone.
Yeah, just one of those like high wire tightrope backs. Always makes me nervous because you never know if he's going to be out of bounds or if he's going to run it in.
Ball blew off the tee. Reset it.
It's just once again showing how big of a factor this wind is going to be in this game.
Kuhn and Ellis back to receive for the Panthers. Crenshaw doing the kicking. Again, he'll be kicking a stiff wind. High kick. I don't think they're going to feel field that one. It went out the back of the end zone. Good strong kick there.
Kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Caney Creek will take
First down for the Panthers from their 25-yard line.
retake the lead.
Yeah, that was a good, strong 70-yard kick there by Montgomery. Able to touch back. They'll get it at their own 25. See if they can make something happen with this run game, or maybe if they try to dabble into the pass game, since they know now that they've got the run game established, try to maybe get a more balanced offense so that they can keep the defense on their toes.
There's an illegal procedure call there. That was kind of obvious. You know, you hate to, it's bad enough to cause a penalty, but when you do it out in the open like that where everybody sees it, that's even worse.
Yeah, you never really want
False
to see
start
it.
on the offense, number 22. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That'll cost them 5. Move the ball back to the 20-yard line. Beat the down. 15 to go. Middle, looking for some room. He'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Taken down. Looks like they
Handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves.
Graves on the carry there.
Coming up, making the stop, number 44, Zach Hayden, and number 45, Colton Hatzold.
Hayden on the tackle.
Interesting now, Montgomery seems to be switching to a 4-down lineman front. We'll have to see maybe if that's just to try to stop the run or maybe to force them to pass. We'll have to see how that plays into it, if they stick with that or if they go back to the 3-4.
Goes back to throw, looking deep down the sidelines. He'll know he's going to keep it. And he'll go down hard at about the
17, DeMarcus Williams on the carry for the Panthers. He's brought down by Colton Hatzold.
Hatzold on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
Good observation there, Wesley. It's made a big difference, and that'll end the first quarter. Made a big difference in the those yardage pickups. Caney Creek was picking the ball, picking up yardage chunks in that first quarter. They had 3 down line. Not so much now that they've got that Montgomery is going to that 4-man front.
And now on these 3rd and long situations, these 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14, you got to wonder if they try to take a shot down the field for a first down or if they just try to run the ball, maybe a halfback draw or screen pass here to just set up to punt and pin Montgomery deeper into their own territory.
I think it goes back to what you were saying a little bit earlier. It becomes a game of field position. Question for you a little bit later, Wes, about that song that we're playing. I'm going to date you. See how good are you at your history. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. Schoolboy says 13. He'll roll back, looking for a receiver. Got a man deep. Overshot him. He had some separation there, Wes, but the ball was just a little bit.
Williams pass intended for number 3.
Yeah, it looks
Jamonte
like Montgomery was expecting a run there. They had people lined up. They were pressing
in on the
him,
defense.
but
Number
he
2,
was just able to
Keelan
speed
Carver.
through and get past his cornerback, but throw was just a little bit off target.
Now that song the Caney Creek Band was playing earlier was from a famous movie a little before your time. I don't know if you recognized it. I believe I'm pretty sure it was a theme from the Magnificent Seven. Later made as a remake. Starred Denzel Washington. Again, I know the band likes to call that stand trash. All right, here we go. Good high kick, end over end. He'll let it bounce and go out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to mark it. Is there a flag on the play? I didn't see. Oh, here we go. I didn't see an official.
Punt goes out of bounds.
Looks like they're going to mark it right at about the 44-yard line of the Panthers.
And that's some
pretty good field position.
Yeah, it's a very
Ball
good field
being
position
spotted at
here.
the
We'll have to see what they can
44-yard
do
line.
with it, because now
First
you're
and
only
10 for
about
the
30
Bears.
yards until field goal range, 30, 40 yards until field goal range, and you can get some points up on the board. And this is where possibly that them choosing to defer to the second half could come into play, because now you get a 1-2 punch if they get the ball back after this drive before the end of the first half, so we can go up 2 scores.
Toss out sideline. He'll get a pretty good gain out of it. Looks like they'll mark him
Williams' pass is complete.
Yard line. He'll get about 4 out of the play. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Ball will be marked right.
Coming up, making the stop for the Panthers, number 2, Andre Mendez.
Quarterback change now. Merriman, the quarterback for the Bears. Not sure why they change. Looking deep, got a man wide open. Oh, good hard hit there. Knocked the ball loose. Perfectly well timed.
Williams' pass broken up in the backfield by number 5, Cyrus Pettit.
Yeah, that was just a football hit. That's one of those textbook plays. He catches it, and he's just able to hit them and they're darn loose.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for Montgomery. All hung up on him a little bit too, Wes, I believe, and probably if they gave him a little more time to tuck it, he would have been able to hold on to it, but the defender timed his contact well. We have a timeout with Montgomery.
Timeout, Montgomery.
It's been a good one so far, Wes. Tie ball game.
Conroe ISD would like to thank our founding partners for their support: the Woodland Sports Medicine Center, Lone Star College, Art Tavia,
if it stays that way
Fiber
going forward.
Internet,
It looked
and
like on that
Sam
last play
Houston
before the half,
State
it looked
University.
like Caney Creek was also about to switch to a four-man front. We'll have to see if they stick with that. Originally, both teams came out with Caney Creek with a 3-3 stack, and then Montgomery with a 3-4. But it looks like maybe they're both switching. Maybe they're trying to get that inside pressure on the run plays, some good pass rushing. Have to see how that plays in as a factor in this game.
Like I mentioned last night, turns into a game of chess. All right, 3rd and 6 for the Bears. Quarterback keeper, little toss pass. He's got some room down to the 35. Where are they going to mark him out? It'll be plenty for the first down. I think they called him napping.
Williams' pass complete to number 1.
Yeah, that was a great job blocking downfield there by number 85 from Montgomery to allow him to get that first down, to get that separation
Ball being spotted
for the quarterback just to be able to flip it
34-yard line.
Get the first down and more.
Ball now sitting at the 35-yard line, 34-yard line of Caney Creek. Time for that Panther defense to stiffen here. Little pump fake. Now he's going to throw deep. And the ball will drop incomplete.
Pass intended for Shavers falls incomplete.
Shavers, the intended receiver. Caney Creek, I think, had that one well defended.
Yeah, it looked like they were just trying to do a fake screen there. It almost worked, but Caney Creek, like you said, they were just able to defend it well. They sniffed out what was happening and put one of their men deep.
Now 2nd and 10. Got a man right down the middle, going to throw a post pattern. He's wide open. Touchdown, Montgomery.
Number 8, Jack Merriman. Pass is caught in the end zone by number 12, Reggie Williams, for the Bear touchdown.
Williams on the reception. That same Williams was playing quarterback earlier. You can see why they put him back in the receiver. All right, waiting the extra point.
And then right there, that was just a textbook play action. Looks like they actually ran a play action jet sweep there and Williams was able to just get good separation on his guy and just get downfield wide open for the touchdown.
Well thrown ball, too. Extra point is good. And just like that, is extra point good? I thought the extra point was good. Scoreboard still says 13. I missed it.
Extra point was good. That brings our score. Montgomery 14.
There's confirmation.
Caney Creek 7.
The extra point was good.
He was confused as I was. Hopefully the scoreboard hadn't broke on us. Scores 14-7. Montgomery way. 11-16. This quarter seems to be going as slow as the earlier quarter went fast. A lot more passing this quarter, however.
Yeah, and the first quarter, it's always about like experimenting, seeing what sticks. Then the second quarter, it's like, all right, you've seen some stuff, now let's try some other things. If we've established the run game, let's try some of the passing game. But it's really the third quarter whenever it goes full throttle. They know what they're trying to do with their offenses. They know what they can exploit on the other team's defense. And now they're just ready to get full throttle and get into the game.
Like those final laps in the NASCAR race. Crenshaw back to kick for Montgomery. Who have we got back to receive for Caney Creek? He'll be Ellis, and good high kick. He fielded right at the end zone, bounced back into the end zone. He'll run it out. 5, hit hard at the 12. That's where they'll take him down right
Number 8, Elian Gaona on the return for the Panthers.
Ellis on the return for the Panthers.
And he bobbled the kick there. If he let it go, that would have been a touchback. I know that might be a play that he's going to look back on and film and think, I probably should have let that one go out the back of the end zone.
Ball being spotted at the 14-yard line for the Panthers.
They're confused as to whether or not they can bring it out.
Yeah, if they can bring it out, or if they could just take a knee in the end zone, if it would be a safety or just a regular touchback.
So I think they think, well, the safe thing to do would be to try to bring it out. All right, here we go. First down. Hand off in the middle. Offensive line did a good job of sealing that one off, but the
handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves.
Graves on the carry.
Coming up, making the tackle, number 10, Will McKenzie.
Yeah, that offensive line was able to seal it off pretty good. He got about 5 out of it.
Yeah, just another example of the game being won in the trenches. We'll have to see if they maybe go back to that running game a little bit more.
Another handoff. Hit hard, thrown back.
Graves on the carry. Coming up, making the tackle, number 44, Zach Hayden.
Yeah, with the forward progress, they're going to mark him down, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 here.
Yep. Big down here for the Panthers. Hand off in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down.
Graves with the carry. Picks up enough yardage for Panther. First down.
It will be a first down.
Combining on the stop, number 45, Colton Hatzold, and number 6, Seth Wilson.
A lot of time left in the first half here. I know that the Panthers would love to go down and get another score and tie this ball game up.
Yeah, especially because with the way that they've been chewing clock, if Montgomery gets the ball back, they can go down and score. And then, like we mentioned before, they deferred to the second half, so they can go up almost by like 3 or 4 scores here.
Williams was able to elude tackle.
Number 17, DeMarcus Williams, scrambles around the right side, picks up enough yardage for a Panther. First down.
Yeah, this will be a big drive for this offense to see if they can get some points on the board after that big quarterback run during the first quarter. Looks like we almost had a repeat of that there, but that time the tightrope backed and didn't seem too willing, and he just stepped out of bounds. Didn't want to risk the hit. Smart play there.
Hand off. Got a hold. Take it out to around the 49-yard line, 44-yard line. Second, about 7.
Graves on the carry. He picks up 3 tough yards for the Panthers. That brings up second down.
Yeah, they're staying on the ground. They're trusting this offensive line, and so far it's been working for them.
Handoff in the middle, not much there this time. It'll be third and about 5.
Number 6, Darrell Ellis on the carry for the Panthers. He's brought down by Zach Hayden.
Hayden on the tackle.
Brings up third down and 5 for the Panthers.
And 3rd and 5 here, one of those downs and distances where you never know what could happen. But with the way this offensive line has been playing, they could very easily get a first down running the ball. But it looks like, just like on that previous drive, Montgomery's going with a 4-down lineman front.
Put a man in motion. Looking to throw. Loading tacklers. He's got some room. Out to the 50. And out of bounds right at the 46-yard line.
Williams goes around the right side, picks up enough yardage for a Panther. First down.
This is a great job by the offensive line there, creating enough time and creating almost pancake blocks out there for him to be able to scramble for that first down, showing off that dual threat ability once again.
First down for the Panthers. Now ball inside their territory at the 46-yard line. Handoff, he'll be, that was one that slipped out. I did see a flag come in. That might be a
handoff goes to number 6, Darrell Ellis. Coming up, making the tackle, number 18, Chase Abarantes. We do have a penalty marker on the play.
Thrown by the line judge.
Personal foul on the defense, number 18. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That will help the Panther cause for sure. Personal foul on the play. Looks like they're going to move the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. Give the Panthers a fresh set of downs. 8:07 left in the half. Plenty of time left, but I'm sure the Panthers would love to eat up most of that clock. Tie this ball game up.
And since they've been able to show that dual threat ability of this quarterback here, I'd love to see them go with some play-action bootlegs, see if they can't draw the defense off our guard.
Jet sweep, they'll get about 5 out of the play. Call it a second 5.
Handoff goes to number 3, Jamonte Kuhn.
Kuhn on the carry.
Coming up, making the tackle, number 18, Chase Abarantes.
Correction, Van Diver on the tackle.
Like I was saying, with the quarterback being able to show off his dual threat ability, if he starts to scramble, the linebackers, they'll generally start to come down, which will leave somebody on a drag route open over the middle of the field.
Handoff in the middle. Lots of room into the secondary. He'll pull players.
Handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves.
Move the chains. Now the Panthers are in the red zone, looking to tie this one up.
Bringing him down is number 10, Will McKenzie.
Graves on the carry. McKenzie on the tackle for Bears. Quick handoff in the middle again. We'll get a few out of it.
Graves goes over the right side.
Tackle on the carry, rather.
He's met by number 56, Jaden Lim, and number 18,
Montgomery.
Chase Abarantes. That brings up second
Now
down.
we're looking at about second and 6. Ball sitting on the 10-yard line.
They've been going back to this run game here on this drive. They've been getting a good push up front by this offensive line. We'll have to see if that's what they do in the red zone or if they try to take some shots to the end zone on a pass play.
And they can get a first down. They get the ball past the 4-yard line, it'll be a first down. The quarterback keeper, nothing there. He'll be taken down hard right at about the 8-yard line. He'll get probably a couple out of it. Looks like
DeMarcus Williams with the quarterback keeper.
Looks like they threw a flag there that could be on the hit by Montgomery. We'll have to see what it is, though.
This could be a personal foul. Let's take a look.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 18 of the defense, That's number 18's first unsportsmanlike of the game. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
I believe that will boil down to some extracurricular jabber going on in the field. Yes. It'll help the Panthers now. They'll be first and goal. The ball will be sitting at the 4-yard line.
And that's 2 big penalties on this drive by number 18 with a personal foul earlier, and now sportsmanlike conduct. His first one, I believe it is his second one that will earn him an ejection.
Great observation, Wes. First and goal. Looks like he fumbled the handoff here a little bit, but he'll go into the end zone for the score.
Handoff goes to number 22, Cayman Graves, and he punches it in for the Panther. Touchdown!
Yeah, and I saw there one of them hit the old lay down on the ground block, distract the defense, and it clearly it worked.
Perez doing the kicking honor here, trying to tie this ball game up. They'll be kicking with the wind. High enough, long enough, and good. So with 5.
Perez's extra point is good.
Our new score is Caney Creek 13. I looked at that scoreboard. Okay, it had 13 to 15 up there, and I'm thinking.
And that brings our score. Caney Creek 14, Montgomery 14.
Has all the makings of being one of those games where the last team to score will be the one to win.
Yeah. And now Montgomery, I believe on this drive, they're going to be thinking about 2 things: running out the clock and then scoring. Because now they have the ability to get that 1-2 punch. And
Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2024
start the half
season.
Which, like we were saying earlier, it could be a major factor.
Special thanks to Pedro's Taco Bar for sponsoring the press box this evening.
Panthers will be kicking off with the wind. I think the last kick that Panthers put it past the end zone, out of the end zone. Schwapsey and Ben back to receive for Montgomery. Crenshaw back to kick for the Panthers.
Teeing it up for the Panthers is number 19, Logan Massey.
Massey doing the kicking. Correction, Massey doing the kicking. Again, kicking with that good stiff wind. Little squid kick. Catch him by surprise. Be fielded right at about the 21. He's going to try to make the far sideline, and he will. Down to the far sideline, out to the 40-yard line, taken off his feet right at the 42. They got good field position to be with 5:40 left in the quarter.
On the return, number 1, Talon Shavers for the Bears.
Shavers on the return for the Bears.
Tackled out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Panthers. Yeah, Wes, I think that was one where the Panthers thought they might catch it napping. I think if they had their ruthers, they probably want to boot that one in the back of the end zone like they did before last time.
Yeah, and there was a great crushing block by Montgomery there to get that good return, allow them to get in space, and now they're up their 40. Now they're at their own 41-yard line with some good field position.
Hand off in the middle, running with some authority there and get the ball all the way out to the 47-yard line. It'll be second and short.
On the carry, number 4, Damian Taylor. Coming up, making the stop, number 15, Dane Cook.
Cook on the tackle for the Panthers. Score tied, 5:15, 5:12 left in the game in county. Another handoff in the middle. Good, strong running back. He'll be right at. They're going to give him enough of the first down to move the chains. Montgomery will maintain possession of the ball and continue the drive. Taylor again on the carry.
Taylor on the carry. Coming up, making the stop, Dane Cook and number 20, Marquez Jackson.
Wes, it looks like Montgomery scored in the running game here.
Yeah, both teams have
Taylor picks up enough yardage for a Bear first down.
Both teams look to be sending blitzes so far. Caney Creek especially. We'll have to see if they keep that going throughout the game.
Quarterback keeper. He'll make it around the end. Run out of bounds right at about the 40.
Number 12, Reggie Williams takes it around the left side.
First down. leave him up second.
Runs out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Call it 2nd and 4. I guess the clock went out of stopped on the out of bounds run. 4:41 left in the half. Put a man in motion. Quick toss out to the sideline. He'll run down the field, tiptoe his way all the way down where they're going to mark him. Looks like they'll mark him right at about the 28-yard line.
Williams pass complete to number 85.
They will move the chains.
However, there is a flag
Coming up,
down
making
on
the
the
stop,
play.
number
Let's see
13,
what
Blue
that could be
Harrington.
about. They did run
the
a screen
Panthers?
play. Could be a hold. Could be anything. Wasn't really anything that stood out to me.
Got a spot here.
Holding.
Good call.
On the offense, number 1, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Spot of the foul, 10 yards.
Replay second down.
They'll repeat the down, but they will otherwise have had a first down. Panthers called a break there.
Yeah, on those screen plays, you know, sometimes just get a little bit of jersey whenever they try to get away, and they'll throw it every single time.
You know, there are plays, I think, where the officials know to look for specific penalties on certain plays, just as you noted with a holding call being common on those screen plays.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeper will make it into the secondary, still on his feet. Hit hard, taken down right around.
Number 12, Reggie Williams with the quarterback keeper. And he scampers and picks up enough yardage for a Bear first down.
Panthers.
Coming up, making the tackle, number 16, Caden Scoggins. And number 20, Marquez Jackson.
Timeout. Caney Creek.
Yeah, both teams seem to be going with these design quarterback runs a little bit Ravens-esque than they played last night on Thursday on the season opener.
That was a good game, wasn't it?
It was. Had Lamar Jackson on my fantasy team. He did good things for me.
Other than win. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, it came down to the very end, which could very well be the exact same thing that happens to this game.
Yes, may very well. Never bet against Mahomes. Good game being played tonight down in Brazil, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget our contest too. We might check that score at West at halftime. West between what did I say? The Woodlands and
It was the Kingwood Park.
Kingwood Park. No, Clear Creek, I believe. Toss down. He won't get anything out of that. Good defense there. Good penetration by the Panthers secondary.
Williams pass complete to number 1, Talon Shavers.
Terry.
And there was again.
Combining for the stop, number 20, Marquez Jackson, and number 7, Dorian
multiple
Bennett.
times in this game. We'll have to see if they stick with that or if they've decided, hey, we know that they've sniffed it out. Maybe we'll try some other stuff.
Yeah, the Woodlands playing Deer Park tonight down at Blue Forest Bank Stadium. Hand off there. No quarterback keeper's got yardage. Going to break for the end zone down to 5, and he will score.
Number 12, Reggie Williams takes it in for the Bear touchdown.
He got up some speed, and there wasn't any stopping him.
No, there was not. Just a great play. I feel like a broken record. Great play by the offensive line. Great play by the offensive line. But really, both teams' offensive lines have just been playing really good this game, and that, I believe, is his second rushing touchdown of the game.
Waiting the extra point. Crenshaw for the extra point. I think it's high enough, long enough. And it is good. So our new score with 3:35 left in the half. Montgomery.
Crenshaw's extra point is good. And that brings our score, Montgomery 21, Caney Creek 14.
Of course, both schools have their bands, drill teams. Color Guard here tonight. Should have a great halftime show. Please hang around for that.
And I will say, Montgomery, they've traveled well here. They're only about 25 minutes up the road off of 105, and you could see their student section was rocking after that last touchdown run.
Yeah, they did. You're right. Quite a large student section over there. As I mentioned earlier, they won their first ball game, so they're trying to pad their record.
Yeah, and with all this conference realignment here, or district realignment with the Texas high school football system, the UIL, our district was one of the only ones really to remain untouched.
Yes. Ball brought out to around the 21-yard line.
Number 3, Jamonte Kuhn on the return for the Panthers. He brings it out to the 21-yard line.
All right, here we go. See if Caney Creek can answer. Can bring the ball out. That did not look like a design draw, but he got good yardage out of it, Wes.
Williams on the quarterback keeper.
Just good recognition by him. He doesn't find anybody open downfield, and he just decides to take
run
off
out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That'll bring up second down and short.
Looks like he almost got the first down there, but they're going to mark him short.
Second and 1. And he'll be drugged down from behind, but he will get the first down. This is a big
handoff
offensive
goes
series
to number
for
6,
Caney Creek.
Daryl Ellis.
They need to put the points back on the.
He picks up enough yardage for a Panther. First down.
Not just put points on the
Coming
board,
up,
but
making the tackle,
need
number
to try to
38,
chew a little bit
Lane
of clock while doing it,
Vandiver.
which looks like what they're trying to do with some of these run plays here.
Inside of 3 minutes left in the half now. He'll roll, looking to throw, being pressured. Still being pressured. He'll be taken down right at lose yardage out of the play. Looks like he'll lose about
Williams
6
brought
out of the
down
play.
in the backfield.
Brought down way back on the 26-yard line.
By number 46, Blaze Olivani.
Olavanti on that sack. I don't know, Wes. I think you might call that a coverage sack.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to reverse the field, and he had some room if he would have been able to get past those or evade those 2 sacks, and he had enough room for a first down, definitely.
Hand off in the middle, got room. He'll get the ball all the way out to around the 39-yard line. He'll be short of the first down.
Number 6, Daryl Ellis on the carry.
Ellis on the carry for the Panthers. Carver
making
on the
stop, number 15, Alex Good.
Yeah, once again, great play blocking up front by the offensive line, able to just create separation from that halfback draw is what it looked like. And he almost ran into the umpire there. If that linebacker wasn't in the way.
Long pass. Oh, just dropped it. Kuhn, the intended
Williams
receiver.
pass intended for number 3, Jamonte Kuhn, falls incomplete.
Yeah, you can't really call that anything else but a drop. That was good play, good throw. Looks like it hit him in the hands a little bit. He just wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Would have been a big play.
And we have a timeout. Yeah, that would have been a big play for sure.
Because now it's 4th down, and if they don't get it here, Montgomery's in good field position to possibly, if they score here and then score on the drive coming out of half, they could go up by 3 scores.
What do you think Panthers are going to do here? Punt or go for it?
I think they're going to go for it. In this situation, they're pretty much in no man's land. Fourth and short, fourth and medium. I think they definitely go for it.
What would be your play call?
Right now, with the way that they've been doing the running game, probably a play action almost. Play action, have a tight end or a wide receiver come across the middle, get some easy yards. Especially now since Montgomery is coming up, they're playing very close here. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see a passing play.
Hand off in the middle, and he will not get it. He'll be short. Ball will go over on downs.
Handoff goes to
order on the tackle
number
there.
22, Cayman Graves.
Yeah, now here comes a big series for this Montgomery offense.
Yes, they can blow this one wide open now. 1:37 left in the half.
Looks like there's a timeout. Looks like they might be bringing out the chains.
One of the coaches may have asked for a measurement, but he's going to be short.
Yeah, he's going to be short. Let's see what the chains say.
Yeah, he'll be over a yard short.
So yeah, now it will be Montgomery ball. I have to see if they try to run the clock out a little bit here, if they just go immediately to the end zone and take some shots.
First down, ball at the 41-yard line of the Panthers. Looking to throw deep, being forced out of the pocket. He'll elude tacklers. Down to the 35, 30. That kid's got wheels, and the flag comes in.
Yeah, he's got some wheels here. And interesting, I'm surprised in this situation, Caney Creek isn't playing a little
Reggie
bit deeper.
Williams around the right
to try
side.
to prevent maybe, or they're trying to put a spy on the quarterback because they've seen that he can run. Maybe wouldn't be surprised me if we see a little bit of zone coverage here, two high safeties.
Looks like holding against Panthers was the initial call. That's unusual on a non-pass play to be called for holding on defense.
Also looks like they're
on the offense.
Now holding on the offense, and that makes more sense.
Replay first down.
It'll visually be an illegal block in the back on the offense.
Correction, 10 yards from the end of the run, first down.
That'll push the ball all the way back to the 40 or 38-yard line.
Still replay first down, though.
Call it first and 7.
I'll have to see if they try to stick with those runs again.
Little quarterback keeper looking to throw. Has his receiver open, but just overshot him a little bit. Let him too much, Wes. Let him too much.
Pass falls incomplete.
Ben, the intended receiver. Yeah, he had him open here. Perfect bootleg. Looks like it hits him right in the hands. Just couldn't hang on to it.
1:20 time. Play did not take much time off the clock. We're down to 1:20 left in the half. Panthers trying to hold on here. He'll roll to his left, looking to throw. Being pressured. Eludes one tackler, still on his feet. Eludes another tackler, go out of bounds right about the 36-yard line. Looks like it'll be enough for the. He'll be well short of the first down.
Looks for room around the left side. Runs out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Big down here for the Panthers, Wes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they could just try to run it here, and if they get the first down, they do. If they don't, they still take a good chunk of clock off the. They'd still take a good chunk of clock with them, make it harder for Caney Creek to score.
We'll call it 3rd and 5. He'll roll to his right, being pressured. Good little delay. Caught him napping there. Good delay screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 3-yard line. That was a game of chess there.
Number 1.
Just an excellent screen play by the offensive line. He had 3 blockers out in front, and he was able to follow them all the way down to inside the 5.
There wasn't anyone out there because of the blitz.
For the Bears.
Taylor on the tackle, on the carry. Taylor on Harrington on the tackle for the Panthers, and he will go into the end zone. And just like that, Montgomery has blown this one open.
Yeah, 2-score lead here. 46 seconds left in the second and in this half. We'll have to see Caney Creek. They're going to need to respond here on this drive.
They'll have 46 seconds or less than that, probably 46 left in the game, or I should say the first half. Crenshaw doing the kicking. High enough, long enough, and good. So our new score with 46 seconds left in the first half.
Montgomery 28.
Montgomery 28, Caney Creek 14.
Yeah, and it has been a good game so far. Up until then, we'll have to see Caney Creek. They need to respond on this drive. See, and it'll all start with this kickoff here. See if they can't get some good field position.
For sure.
Teeing it up for the Bears, number 94, Parker Crenshaw.
He'll be kicking into that win. Ellison Kuhn back to receive. Good high kick. It will get caught in the wind. Fall around the 6-yard line out to the 15. Got some room. 20, 25, 30. Out of bounds right around the 35-yard line.
Here's the flag down, though. It looks like they are going to get Caney Creek for a hold.
I thought I saw a flag come flying in there. That'll bring this one back. Good run back.
Holding on the receiving team, number 12. Half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. First down. No. Correction, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That'll push the ball back all the way to around the 10-yard line. They'll mark it right at the 11. That's where Caney Creek will take over, trailing this one by 14 now, 28-14.
And that's a big penalty there because now you're inside almost your own 10. I just see Caney Creek trying to run the ball and just get out of this half.
Go back to the dressing room and regroup. Fading, looking to throw. Got his man open in the middle and threw it behind him. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Williams' pass falls in.
Go Vrew, the intended receiver.
Down for the Panthers.
Yeah, he had him open. He just threw it behind him and couldn't reach back for that ball. That would have been a first down, too. Maybe even a little bit more on the yards after catch.
33 seconds left in the half. Handoff in the middle. He'll get a few yards out of it. Be 3rd and long.
Handoff goes to number 6, Darrell
Montgomery
Ellis.
called timeout. They have 2 left.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Interesting, Montgomery
Ellis
calling
on the carry.
timeout. They're going to try to get the ball. It looks like they want to get the ball back one more time before this half is over. Be interesting to see if they indeed do. Because with the punt from this distance, I would have put them at about the Caney Creek 40, maybe at midfield. And with the way that this offense has been playing for Montgomery, they can make electric plays happen just like that.
They've got the weapons.
They do have the weapons. They've got the explosiveness on offense. They got the offensive line, the quarterback, the running backs, the receivers. That's why on these last few drives, their offense has just been firing on all cylinders.
Third and 9.
Oh.
Bad snap into the end zone. Will he make it out?
No, he will not, and that's going
like
to be
the ball
a safety.
Hit the ground too. Safety. He was able to recover it. He was lucky he was able to get it back. Not a way you want to end the first half.
No, because now Montgomery gets the ball back. After the safety, the quarterback just didn't look like he was ready for the snap. Went right by him into the end zone. But he, like you said, he is lucky that he was able to recover it. He was able to fall on it. But now 2 points for Montgomery. And now they really are starting to, maybe they're starting to run away with this game a little bit here, especially if they can make something happen possibly on this next offensive drive with 19 seconds left. As with the safety, it will be a punt, not a regular kickoff, and the punt will be from the 20-yard line.
Yes.
So it will put Montgomery in some good field position.
It'll be interesting to see, Wes, what they do when they get the ball with only 19 seconds left. Be less than that after the punt here. Massey. It looks like he'll kick it off the tee. Yeah, usually you see a punt in that situation, but it is their choice. And he'll go with probably because of the wind, they'll go with a kicking from the tee. Do a little squig kick. That didn't turn out too well for him last time. Ball will go out of bounds. They got a break this time. Go out of bounds around the 32-yard line. I kind of think Montgomery will probably just snap the ball and take their 14-point lead into the end zone.
Kick
Actually,
goes
now
out of bounds.
16-point lead.
Line where Montgomery will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, this looks like they'll probably just line up in a little bit of a victory formation, take a knee, and then run out the clock. Run out the clock and go into the locker room with some momentum here.
No, he's going to throw. One-handed catch right at the 30-yard line, out to the 40. Out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
Number 8, Jack Merriam.
That'll stop the clock, leave 10 seconds left in the half. Merriman's a quarterback now for Montgomery. Shaver on the reception.
For the Panthers, number 2, Andre.
In Montgomery, they're going to call a timeout. Looks like they might try to take a shot at the end zone here in these final 10 seconds.
We'll see. Go ahead.
But they end up getting a shot at the end zone, they make it. I hate to say it this early, but it could be a kill shot for this game. because that gives them up by 3 scores, and they get the ball back to start the second half.
And the ball will go out of bounds. 4 seconds left. You were right. They were going to try a long pass. We do have a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, 4 seconds left here.
Offsides. On the defense. Number 0. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Offside is the call.
That would be the reason why they take a deep shot. You always want to take advantage of those free plays on those offsides calls. You always see teams after the offsides. I always like to take a shot. They like to take a shot deep, because no matter what happens, that play's getting back, and they're automatically getting 5 yards.
That'll move the ball out to the 47-yard line. Time for one play here. Pressured, eludes tacklers. Still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line, going down the sideline. Still on his feet. Still on his feet, down to the 5. Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, and we did expect them to maybe try to score there. We weren't expecting a rushing touchdown, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, they had
a great job, great run by the quarterback.
They had him pinned up and just didn't make the play. And you're right, Wes. This has blown this one wide open. Crenshaw for the extra point. High enough, long enough, and good. So with time expired in the first half, our score, Montgomery 37, Caney Creek 14. We're going to step aside here and turn it over to for our halftime festivities. Appreciate you joining us. All these bands and drill teams, color guards, they've been working hard to put on a show for you tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Montgomery High School presents the award-winning Gold Bear Marching. The NHS Gold Bear Band is orchestrated from Commentator, the Woodwood Captain is Justin Rowan, and Brad Preston is Willie Jasper. Freshman of the Week is Ethan Presley. Marker of the Week is Brazil Ferrell. Musician of the Week is Austin Montgomery. Section of the Week is Leslie Poole. Section of the Week is Another. Tonight, the Golden Bear Band will be performing a portion of the 2024 contest show, preserving the rich tradition and military style Nelson Montana dating back to 1907. This is the band will perform Lion Fanfare by David Satellite and Caney Mark by John Phillips. The 2024 quarterfinal fight started off the resurrection with Titus Cole and Daniel Garcia. The third for Dr. Alan Phoenix will come Congress State over the past 3 years, and the family between the main three the rest of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the 2025
Great halftime show from our two bands from Montgomery and Caney Creek. We started off with a tight game, Wes, and that kind of in the second quarter kind of blew itself open there. What's your what would you call your game summary for this first half?
Yeah, I feel like it was a really tight game. Both defenses were playing good, but then I think that Montgomery just having more players, like we talked about at the beginning of the game, has started to come in because Caney Creek, it looks like they're starting to get tired, but Montgomery especially because they've been running those two quarterbacks. And both quarterbacks are very mobile, so they've been able to get into open field and weave through those tired Caney Creek defenders.
So it's just a matter of having more depth on the Montgomery side of the ball, huh?
Just having a lot more depth, a lot more fresh players, just a lot more depth. They've been able to just pick apart this Caney Creek defense so far, and they do get the ball back to start the second half, so we'll have to see where it goes.
Yeah, that's true. They won the toss and just chose to defer to the second half, so they will get the ball back. Hopefully, Caney Creek will be able to crawl back into this one and make it a close game, if not win it. But hopefully it won't turn into one where we allow the clock to run continuously in the final quarter. We're waiting the teams back on the field. Appreciate everyone hanging around for the halftime show. As I mentioned earlier, those kids work awfully hard to prepare for the season, just as the football teams do. We've got some time out here waiting for the teams to come back on the field. So, Wes, if you would, talk a little bit more about the audio-visual program here at Conroe High School.
Yeah, it's a great program. We have our own school news that runs 4 days out of the week, different programs. If you check in on our KTIG YouTube channel, you will be able to catch this year our season of The Roar, which is our own version of The Voice. It's a singing competition with coaches, eliminations, a live finale. It's a bunch of different stuff. We're planning on having a talent show later in the spring, so you should definitely be able to tune into that if you want.
Very good, very good. There's a lot of employment opportunity in audio visual, not to mention the people who do what we're doing tonight on a professional level. But tell me a little bit about what future career opportunities there are for kids who study audio visual.
There's a bunch of different stuff. We're going over all of them in class right now. There's obviously like the commentators broadcasting. There's anchors. Sound technicians, electrical engineers almost for the sound, like stage directors, producers, floor directors. There's all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I was told one time that the crew for a typical football game, there's 28 people who are working behind the scenes just to support the commentators.
Yeah.
I recently had the chance to visit the Texas Broadcast Museum up in Kilgore. And very good. Anyone who has any interest, past, present, and future of broadcasting, I would encourage you to visit it. But they had the original ESPN trailer that it was used to create those remote broadcasts of sports events for ESPN. And everything was operational. It was working. And you're right. There's a lot of employment opportunities for kids who want to study the broadcasting. You mentioned it being electrical in nature. That's just part of it. You've got the physical broadcasting, the radio equipment, the telecommunications, if you want to call it that. Then you've got the production equipment. And then you've got the people that wear the suits and the ties who sit behind the camera or behind the microphone like we're doing tonight and do the play-by-play broadcasting. And I appreciate you coming out tonight and stepping forward and telling your teachers that, hey, I'd like to take a stab at this, and I appreciate giving them the opportunities. I think one thing that people don't know, most of the kids out here who man these cameras, or I say kids, most of the people who man these cameras for each of these broadcasts, if we want to call that streaming, are students. Am I correct?
Yes, they are students. They're interns. Put out a survey basically saying, hey, if you want to come help intern, then just let our teacher know, Mr. Landry, who's in the room right next to us, doing all the major behind the scenes stuff. And a lot of people just showed up and showed out. You see them running around here in the red staff T-shirts, all the film crew helping the football teams get their film for them to watch tomorrow. Just a bunch of different stuff for a bunch of different people to do.
I wish people could see the production equipment that the CISD has made available to create these. Again, I keep calling them broadcasts, but they're not really broadcast in the sense of radio transmissions, digital over-the-air transmissions, but it's much the same type of equipment, you might say, that is used on a much smaller scale, but still we have the ability to play commercials. We have the ability to do instant replays, all of the camera work, live action director. You might say it's an opportunity for, as you said, the interns to learn the basics of creating a live event.
Yeah, to hopefully maybe go on to bigger stages, to ESPNs, NBCs, ABCs, Fox Sports, all these other different areas, all these other different new broadcasting systems. You've even seen some of the streaming services doing it now. The Packers and the Eagles are currently playing a game exclusively on Peacock. I'm personally indifferent to them doing all the streaming service stuff. You can have your own opinion on that. But it's just a lot of opportunities with all of these different areas, all these different channels reaching out to sports. TNT and TBS hosting college football games for the playoffs this year. Just a whole host of different areas opening up more jobs for these producing.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, again, Wes, appreciate you stepping forward tonight, and I look forward to working with you in the future. I had trying to encourage Wes if he wanted to go ahead and take a lead role in the second half, but he opted, he'll let me do that. So, but I'll be honest with you, Wes, you've done an outstanding job. I think you're ready to go fly solo if that's what you want to do. But hopefully we've done a pretty good tag team job tonight for our audience, and they've enjoyed it. But you've been an excellent analyst.
Thank you.
All right. Montgomery taking the field. Again, they lead this one 37-14. They will get the ball at the beginning of the second half. Be an opportunity for Caney Creek to regroup, try to claw their way back into this game. We're awaiting them running onto the field. But I think you hit the nail on the head. Here they come, Caney Creek Panthers. Lot more. When you got a lot more players than your opponent, then you've got a lot more depth. You've got the ability to run players in and out, keep them fresh, and Caney Creek really kind of swimming upstream with that regard tonight. Still, you have to appreciate their competitiveness and getting out there and lining up on every play.
Yeah, they're sticking in there. They don't believe that this game is over yet.
That's good to know. That's
there's
the way to look at it.
There's still 2 more quarters of football left to play. I mean, anything can happen. If football has taught us anything, is that anything can happen. We've seen it. Vikings and Colts down 30, the infamous 28-3. Like anything can happen in these second halves of football games.
Very good. All right, Montgomery has their return team on the field. We're awaiting Caney Creek sending out their kickoff team. And again, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Swapsy back to return. I'm getting the other player here second in a moment. Ben and Swapsy back to receive for Montgomery. Another squig hit. He picked up right at the 30-yard line, and he'll down it on the 31. That's where Montgomery will take over, leading this one 37-14.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Caney Creek defense tries to respond to this offensive attack by Montgomery. Montgomery has been able to run the ball, pass the ball. They've been able to do everything on the field. They've been almost dominating this Caney Creek defense in these later drives.
Yeah, hopefully Caney Creek will be able to respond here.
Sends a man in motion. He's going to get the 10. He's going to run out of bounds. Behind the line of
Handoff
scrimmage.
goes to number
About a
1,
3-yard loss.
Talon Shavers. Coming up, making the stop, number 16, Caden Scoggins. And number 0, Martinez.
Quarterback lines up with a shotgun. Take the snap, he'll hand it off. Trying to find some room. Not going to be able to get it. It'll bring up about 3rd and 10.
Handoff goes.
All right, it'll be 2nd and 9. Correction, 3rd and 9. Good defense so far, Wes, from the Caney Creek Panthers.
Yeah, good defense, able to stop the jet sweep and then the run up the middle. Have to see though if they can. Have to see though. Looks like they're going to run a 4-down lineman front here.
He'll drop back, looking to throw. Had his man open in the middle, tight end. He's open. He's running down the field. He'll get good yardage out of it. That'll be enough to move the chains and a 1st down. Move the ball out to the 46-yard line. That's where Montgomery will continue this drive. I thought the Panthers were going to hold him there for a second. Gave him too much time to throw, Wes.
Yeah, just gave him too much time to throw. He was able to roll out. They've seen that he could be mobile, so the linebacker started to come down, which led to that drag route, or the guy coming over across the middle to be wide open for a 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Ball now on their own 46-yard line, leading at 37-14. He'll fade, tuck and run. Still on his feet. He's got some wheels, guy. He got some wheels. That'll be enough for the 1st down.
He does have some
Griffith
wheels.
On the carry.
Looked at that was the same principle as that last play, the rollout, but instead of passing it, he was just able to run for it, get a 1st down there with his legs.
Asked my spotter, Griffith, is he a new quarterback? Did he play any of the first half? Correction, Williams on the carry there. Little delay look, still looking. He'll tuck it, run out of bounds up around the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Reggie Williams scrambles over to the left side, runs out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And the story of this game will really be these two mobile quarterbacks able to create all these plays for their respective offensives, able to get out into some space, get 5-6 yards of rush. Sometimes, as we've seen, get those long runs for touchdowns.
2nd and 5. Little shift here. Handoff. Big hole. Deep into the secondary. Knocking people over all the way down to around the 22-yard line. That'll be enough for another 1st down. And Montgomery is on a roll, Wes. They are on a whirl.
They are definitely on a roll. Just a great job blocking by not just the offensive line, but some of the receivers and the tight ends blocking downfield.
Ben on the carry. 1st and 10. Handoff in the middle. Caney Creek doing their best to try to hold back the tide. He'll get a good gain out of it, about 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's interesting. Montgomery, they've been going to this run game a couple of times on this drive, which, I mean, the run game and the pass game, Caney Creek so far, they haven't really been able to stop it yet.
2nd and 5. Little fake handoff, looking to the corner of the end zone, overshot his receiver. Yeah, he had a man open momentarily in the end zone, looking for that tight end, but overshot him. I think he would have probably had a score if he had been able to. They two had been able to connect.
Yeah, he was wide open in front of him. Once again, one of those rollout bootlegs. He came across the middle. He had him open. Would have been a first down, but just wasn't able to haul it in.
Third down. It would be a moral victory, if nothing else, if the Panthers can keep them limited to a field goal here. Looking to throw all day. Going to tuck it and run and dropped. He'll be short of the first down. Be interesting to see here. I think Bears are going to send out their field goal team.
Coming up, making a stop for the Panthers, number 35.
Valdez on the stop for the Panthers.
They are kicking into the wind here. We'll have to see how this field goal attempt goes.
Try to extend their 37-14 lead. Crenshaw doing the kicking. Ball back, down, kick high enough, long enough. And it looked like it was far left. Yes, it was, and it is the indication. So, as I mentioned earlier, Wes, I think the Panthers came away with a moral victory that time.
Yeah, just able to stop them, which is something that they weren't able to do at the late into that second quarter. We'll have to see if they get some stuff done on offense here to maybe try to get back into this ball game.
Absolutely. Williams looking to throw, got his man. Ooh. He didn't see that defensive back, that linebacker kind of playing back a little bit, Wes.
No, but that was a good play by the linebacker to even get his hands on the ball there. I know he's mad at himself that he wasn't able to pick it, but you got to look on the bright side of things. You knocked the ball down. You knocked the ball down. And I will say, I think one of the major turning points of here is that Montgomery shifted into this four-man front.
He'll get the ball out to around the 25-yard line. He'll be short of the first down. It'll be third and about 5. Yeah, you made that observation earlier, Wes, that the early in the game, Montgomery was going with a 3-man front, and the offensive line for Caney Creek pretty much took control. I'm not really sure why they started with a 3-man front, but things turned around once Montgomery went to a 4-man front. Ellis on the carry there for Caney Creek.
Yeah, they've just been able to get that pass rush going, that good. They've been able to get in the backfield a lot more. We've been sending some blitzes. I really think one of the key points that we'll be talking about after this game is the 4-man front.
And we have a big penalty there, personal foul penalty. It'll move the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line, give Caney Creek a fresh set of downs. Ball sitting at the 40. Being pressured. He'll step up, trying to find someone to throw to. Ball on the ground. It'll be picked up and recovered by Montgomery. Just when you thought you had something going, you have a mistake and turn the ball over.
Yeah, that was just simple. Punched it out right at the right time, and the defense was able to recover there. Great play by Montgomery.
Good on the recovery for Montgomery. Yeah, I thought they had something going there and shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah. That was good on the recovery, I guess you could say. Good. He did make a good play.
Now the Panthers find themselves back in the trying to defend that their goal, trailing this one 37-14. 7:32 left in the third quarter. And at this point, even though it's still early in the second half, I'm thinking Montgomery's not going to be any hurry to run many plays to do much here.
Now, and with district play starting up soon, I could see them even maybe sitting some of their starters here just to preserve them for their district play, because this is the last week of non-district.
Good hard run down to around the 20. Let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark him right at the 29-yard line. Taylor on the carry for Montgomery. That's a good observation, Wes. Yeah, district play starts next week. Those are the games that count.
Yeah, the games that count towards playoffs. I mean, every team, no matter what district, their aim is playoffs this year.
Hand off in the middle. I think he's going to be short. We'll see where they'll mark forward progress. Looks like they're going to mark him out to around the 27-yard line. They need to get to the 26 to get a first down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Taylor again on the carry for Montgomery.
Be interesting to see these type of situations. Oh, getting up to the line quickly.
He'll get the first down and a lot more. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Taylor again on the touchdown, or on the carry and touchdown.
And what I was going to say, with those 3rd and short situations, it would have been surprising if Montgomery just went with a hard count there to try to get them to draw offsides, which it looked like that's what they were going to do whenever they rushed up to the line. But instead, they end up running the play and they get the touchdown.
Kick is high enough, long enough, and plenty good. So our new score with 6:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Montgomery 44, Caney Creek 14. Tell us a little bit about the district play this year for CIST schools. How do they fare?
I feel like they're feeling really good. I feel this year, you talk to coaches around the league, you talk to players around the district, this is the year that the district is wide open. There's no powerhouse Willis, powerhouse Woodlands. Everybody's almost the same. You've got all these teams competing. Grand Oaks has put their name and has thrown their hat in the ring because after they dominated Spring and then beat Waller, they throw their hat in the ring. Conroe's up there, the Woodlands, New Caney, Willis still, Oak Ridge. Like, it's definitely a wide open district.
That's great. That's great. Kuhn and Ellis back to receive for Caney Creek. Low kick, hit around the 20-yard line, bounced to the 10. He'll bring it out to the 15, 20. Trying to find somewhere to go. He'll get it up to around the 27-yard line. That's where Caney Creek will take over, trailing 44-14. 6:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Ellis again on the return. Looks like they're going to mark him right at the 28-yard line. And at this point, Caney Creek offense needs to stay on the field, put some first downs together, if nothing else, to give their defense a little rest.
Yeah, their defense is going to start to get tired out here.
Graves on the carry for Caney Creek. Looks like they'll give him no gain on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10. Looking down deep, got a man open, never could separate. Good defensive play there by the defender for Montgomery on that, number 20.
Yeah, just great coverage there. The ball was thrown. It looked like a little bit too far. But once again, just great coverage by Montgomery. Great play by this Montgomery defense so far.
Gunn, the defender on that play. He was with him step for step. Now we're looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And it looks like it was ball will go incomplete. Tried to scoop it out of the ground, wasn't able to, and Caney Creek will send their punt team out onto the field. Thomas, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Caney Creek defense, they're going to need to get a stop on this drive, if anything, to be a moral victory here.
Good high kick. Take a Caney Creek bounce, and that'll roll back, be down at the 32-yard line. That's where Montgomery will take over, leading us well in control, 44-14.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I'm surprised we haven't seen Caney Creek maybe switch to a four-man front after all the stuff that Montgomery has been doing. Looks like Montgomery, they may have just come out in a three-man front. That might have just been for one drive, a couple of drives. We don't know. For all we know, that could have been their base defense. They just sent out three men at the first.
First down for the Bears, ball on their own 31-yard line. And one of the backs moved a little quick there. It'll be a 5-yard illegal procedure call against Montgomery. Push them back 5 yards. Repeat first down. Yeah, one of those backs just started leading a little bit too quick.
Yeah, it's one of those penalties that you never want to see because it's easily fixable.
Yeah.
But, I mean, sometimes it's in the heat of the moment, man. You get too excited for a play. You're like,
hand off in the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, pulled back. Good defensive play there by number 15? Cook on that open field tackle there. Did a great job. Now we'll call it 2nd and 14.
It looks like there is indeed a new quarterback in the game, Jack Merriman for Montgomery, trying to maybe preserve some of their starters.
Yeah, you're right. You made that comment earlier, Wes. He'll get some good yardage out of it. And we got a late flag thrown in by the referee. We'll wait for an indication. Typically where you see holding, and that is the indication, holding against Montgomery. That'll be a 10-yard spot foul. Move the ball back around just outside the 20-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark it.
Looks like they will mark it at about the 20. Which now, if Caney Creek can get a stop here, they can get some pretty good field position. Maybe try to get a little bit more points on the board.
Second and 20. Ball now sitting right at the 20, nose of the ball, right on the 20-yard line. I can hear your mic moving around. Throw a little quick out, looking for somewhere to go. He'll break to the outside, and I think that'll be a face mask.
Multiple flags thrown there, one by the back judge also, or the umpire. We'll have to see what that's for in the middle of the field, and then 2 on the other side also.
.4:14 left in the third quarter. Officials discussing this one. Talking to Caney Creek coach, but I think this is probably going to go against Caney Creek. We'll see.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding on the offense, number 9. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. Those penalties that offset. Replay second down.
There you have it. Offsetting penalties, we'll replay second down.
Yeah, just get to do a play over. Well, and they didn't look like they were trying to run a screenplay there. We'll have to see what they tried. If they go for the same thing here, maybe try to make the third down a little bit more feasible. try to pin and make the punt easier to where they could pin Caney Creek back in their own territory a little bit more.
Right. This is a situation, as I mentioned earlier, where Caney Creek is going to be looking for a moral victory here just to be able to hold the Panthers, or the Bears, I should say. Quarterback going to try to look like he ran about 50 yards to gain 5.
Yeah. And now it's still about 3rd and a country mile, so I have to see what they do here. If they just try to take the punt, or if they try to maybe take a shot downfield, which they have not shied away from doing so far.
Well, with the ball moved out to the 26-yard line, it will be 3rd and long, 3rd and about 14. Yeah, but leading it by 44-14, they're probably not needing to throw many passes and timeouts. They're probably wanting to keep the ball on the ground and run the clock out or chew up as much clock as they can, especially when you got a backup quarterback in there.
Montgomery will call a timeout, though. Talk things over for this play. It also did look like that play clock was running down a little bit, too.
Yeah, that could have been it, too. Well, you're right.
I mean, so far, since the second quarter, this game has been all Montgomery so far.
It has been. Big down here for Caney Creek if they want to get their offense back out on the field, and equally important, get their defense on the bench so they can do some rest. They played a lot of this game now at this point.
They really have, and it's interesting because we were talking about Caney Creek in the first quarter controlling the time of possession. It looks like now the roles are reversed. Now it's Montgomery.
Rolling out, looking for a man to throw to. Ball on the ground. He'll pick it up. Be tackled there. Good defensive play by Caney Creek. Be able to tackle the quarterback for a loss. Cook on that tackle for a loss. Push the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line, and they'll send their punt team out onto the field. And Caney Creek will get that moral victory, get their defense off the field, their offense back out there with 3:30 left in the quarter and counting.
Yeah, he was looking for his man downfield. It looks like he had somebody, but Caney Creek just was able to have that defender wrap him up.
Take a bounce. Montgomery bounce. He'll pick it up at the last minute. Trying to make it to the sideline. Puts a move on a guy down to the 40, 35, 30. Needs a block. Will he get it? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Caney Creek. How about that?
What a big play there.
Ellis on that touchdown run.
Can maybe. That's why we say never in football.
Well, when I saw him pick that ball up late like that, and I'm thinking the coach is probably saying, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you wait till the last minute to pick that ball up like that? But what it did, it actually brought the return team in, and once he made that corner, there was one man for him to beat, and he got that block that he needed and was able to take it into the end zone. Perez for the extra point. And it is good. So our new score with 2:57 left in the third quarter is Montgomery 44, Caney Creek 21.
And like
here's
you're
our
saying,
replay of it.
On the replay, it looks like he's just going to try to let it bounce, let it roll a little bit. So the return team seems to let off a little bit, but then he picks it up and turns on the Jets.
Caney Creek will send their kickoff team out onto the field. Feeling a little better now, 44-21. Looks like we got number 3 and another player back to return for Montgomery. Swapsy and Ben back to receive for Montgomery. Another squig kit. Picked up right at the 30, 35. Hit hard right about the 38-yard line. That's where Montgomery will take over, leading it 44-21. Brought down by Scoggins on the tackle for Caney Creek. They'll mark the ball right at the 39-yard line.
And as we speak, Willis, who is Caney Creek's next opponent, they have just beaten Klein Collins 40-7 in their opener.
Yeah, it was going to be interesting to see how Willis would play this year after losing their Division I quarterback to Florida. I think he went to the University of Florida.
Mm-hmm. So far, they're starting off good. They're 2-0.
Check that Woodland score for us, please, if you would. They're playing right down the road at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. Handoff. Big hole. 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Will they catch him? They'll push him out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line.
Right now, the Woodlands, they're leading Deer Park 42-24. So a very similar score to our game here.
Ben on that carry for Montgomery took the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Bears. Doing their best to answer that touchdown run by Caney Creek. Handoff in the middle. He'll get good yardage out of it all the way down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 4. Ben again on the carry. We'll take a Caney Creek timeout.
Also currently around the district, Conroe is beating Elif Hastings 17-6.
We have an official timeout. College Park playing tomorrow night. Not too often do you have those Saturday games, but they do happen.
Yeah, you know, famous song goes, Saturday night is all right for fighting, but apparently it's also good for some high school football.
There you go. I think the weather tomorrow night is going to be great football weather.
It's going to be beautiful football weather going forward.
Yeah, that's true. That the cool front's supposed to come through tomorrow. They're talking about highs in the upper 50s in this area.
Currently also West Fork is beating Cleveland 21-0 in the district. And yesterday, Oak Ridge lost to Stratford 66-28.
Yeah, rebuilding year for the War Eagles this year. All right. Second and goal from the 4. Handoff. He's hit at the line, at the goal line, and they're going to mark him short. He'll be just inside the 1-yard line. It'll be third and goal from about the half-yard line. 2:11 and counting left in the quarter.
Yeah, and it's really just been this run game for Montgomery. They've just been, the line has just been able to get some good protection, get some good on the pass plays, and then on the run plays, they've been able to push the defensive line upfield 4 or 5 yards, which means 4 or 5 yards a couple of times. That's the first down there. But they've been able to get those big explosive plays as there is a timeout.
Timeout Montgomery. Still 1:42 left in the quarter. So how is the JV team doing for Conroe this year?
We're looking pretty solid. Pretty solid, I would say. Can't say really anything. Don't want to give out too many secrets.
But the future looks good for Conroe football,
The
right?
future does look good for Conroe football.
Montgomery will come back to the line. Ball on the half-yard line. 3rd and goal. And he'll walk into the end zone.
And
Montgomery will extend their lead. Ben on the carry.
And interesting again, they did go with that quick offense, with that quick huddle, the no huddle, just quick up to the line to get the snap off under center, and that's definitely caught Caney Creek off guard a couple of times here.
Crenshaw out there to kick the extra point. Got a good foot, and the kick is good. So our new score with 1:38 left in the 3rd quarter is Montgomery 51, Caney Creek 21. You're right, Montgomery kind of making a statement here tonight.
They are making a statement in their district, letting everybody know who they are, that they came to play, that their goal is playoffs, their goal is state. In Caney Creek this year, it's safe to say that in these past couple of years they've had a reputation across the district, and they're looking to try to get rid of it. So this year, but I won't lie, it ain't looking too hot so far.
Well, they don't have the feeder system, you might say, of player and talent that many other schools in the area have, as evidenced by how many players they're able to put on the field this year, or on the team this year, compared to, say, Montgomery. Fielded right at the 3-yard line, out to the 10, 15. Got a gap, still on his feet, still got a gap. Oh, if he could have made it, he could have broke just a couple more tackles. I think he would have gone all the way. He gets it a good run back still out to the 35-yard line. That's where Caney Creek will take over, trailing at 51-21. They're going to mark him right at the 34-yard line.
It's one of my favorite plays of football there. You see the kicker almost getting in on the tackle there. You love to see the people who aren't supposed to make tackles make tackles.
That's true. That's true, Wes.
Reminds me of Pat McAfee laying some hits in on some returners. One of the greatest things.
And I've heard guys kind of knock for letting the kicker make the tackle. Right handoff there. He'll get the ball out to the 40-yard line. He'll get about 5 out of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. You let the kicker tackle you? Ramsher on the carry for Caney Creek.
Yeah, and Montgomery, they're going back to that 3-4 defense so far right now.
Yeah. Good run here by Caney Creek down to the 35, 34, 20, out of bounds. Good hard run there. I haven't looked at probably a lot of fresh jerseys out there from Montgomery at this point. We're leading this one 51-21. Ramsher again on the long carry. He got some wind under his wings and was able to get down the field in short order. Good run back there. Ball now sitting on the 21-yard line of Montgomery. Williams, little handoff in the middle. Big hole. Good hard run there. Ramsher again. He's running like it's a 3-point difference in these two in the score right now. Doing a great job.
Yeah, you love to see it playing hard no matter what the score. Shows perseverance and determination from Caney Creek.
He'll get the ball down to the, looks like they'll probably mark him around the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ramsher again. They'll mark it right at the 6.
Yeah, interesting. Montgomery now going back to a four-man front after originally going with a three-man at the beginning of this drive.
And that ends our third quarter, our score 51-21. Yeah, you're right, Wes. They played that three-man front most of the first quarter, and then getting beat on the line, they decided to go to that four-man front. Now they went back to the three-man front. Now they're going back to the four-man front.
Yeah, which is why I say I think that them changes to that four-man front in the middle of the first at the middle of the first, beginning of the second. That could have been very well been the deciding factor of this game.
Yes.
Because ever since they started with that four-man front, they've been able to get pressure, tackles in the backfield, a lot of pressure on the quarterback, just winning the battle in the trenches then.
Well, hopefully Caney Creek can put this one in the end zone and have a little more to celebrate this evening. It is senior night for Caney Creek, by the way. Had those festivities earlier. 3 receivers to his right. Little handoff, and he will go into the end zone for the score. No flags on the play. Ramsher again. He earned that one. Yeah, that was his to celebrate.
It was definitely his to celebrate. Offensive line doing a great job. Like this game has really come down to the trenches. Because you saw whenever Caney Creek, they were winning the battle in the trenches in the first quarter. They were tied. The ball game was tied. They were leading at one point. But then as soon as Montgomery switched to that 4-3 defense and they started to get more pressure and they started to win the battle, that's whenever things started to go south for Caney Creek and started to go up for Montgomery.
Kick was no good. So our new score with 11:55 left in the game. Montgomery 51, Caney Creek 27.
And one of those weird scores you never really see in football, but it's always fun to watch those games play out. You know, I don't want to see 28-7. I want 5-36. Give me something fun to watch so I can at least say, hey, that's a cool score.
And then every now and then you see those scores that baseball game scores.
Oh, yeah. 3-0, 3-6.
6-3.
And then the basketball game scores, 74-72, the 9 overtime game, LSU and A&M comes to mind.
Yeah. The NCAA changed the rules this year so that hopefully they won't have those 9 overtimes.
Yeah, that makes it fun. Oh, onside kick attempt.
Onside kick, trying to catch him napping. Good move there for Caney Creek. I think they got the ball. Wes, haven't seen an indication.
There's a big dog pile. Looks like Montgomery ended up with the ball.
They're going to give it to Montgomery. That ball probably changed hands down there in the bottom of the pile a few times.
Yeah, and the way that it bounced, it hit right off one of the Montgomery upmen. One of the Montgomery front line men. It just hit right off of him on the bounce.
They were not looking for it, right?
They were not. It looks like he was just trying to attempt the squib kick that they've been doing, but it just hit off of the Montgomery kick return team and just big dog pile for him for the ball.
So in other words, the Caney Creek kicking team was as surprised as the Montgomery kicking team. Little handoff in the middle there. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ball will be marked right at the 49-yard line of Montgomery. They're not going to be in a hurry at this point. We'll call it 2nd and again, 9. Spurley on that tackle for the Panthers. Another handoff in the middle. He'll break some tackles. He'll get a little bit something out of nothing there. Looks like he was going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage. He was able to maintain his balance, stay on his feet, get the ball out to inside the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 46 of Caney Creek. It'll be 3rd and 5.
We'll say give a little credit here. These bands have been excellent this game.
They have?
Playing a whole host of variety of songs. I've heard Lady Gaga, Queen, Smash Mouth.
Well, as I said, my daughter was a drum major for one of the local schools, and they said they call that stand trash. I've always enjoyed it myself. He'll be right at the marker. Let's get to mark him short, 4th down. Merriman on the carry for Montgomery. I'm looking at the down marker, be interesting to see what they do. They'll go for it.
It looks like they are going to go for it.
4th and 1.
4th and 1 and almost pretty much in no man's land.
Ten minutes and counting left in the game. That quick snap you were talking about earlier, Wes.
So they're going to do it again, and they are going to catch him off guard again.
He'll get the 1st down and more, get the ball down to around the 36-yard line. That's where it will be marked.
And that quick snap, it has been working for him like a charm.
Swapsy on the carry for Montgomery. Garza on the tackle for Caney Creek. 1st down.
Yeah, that quick snap has just been working like a charm for him.
It has. That'll be something well to keep in their pocket. District play. Handoff in the middle. Break a few tackles. Still on his feet. Break some more tackles. Still trying to bring him down. They'll wrap him up around the 35 or 26-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 1st down. Swapsy again on the carry. It will be a 1st down. They'll mark it right at the 24-yard line. Cook on the tackle for Caney Creek.
Yeah, it'll definitely be 2 very different Saturdays tomorrow in the film room for these teams. Montgomery, they're looking excited for this film. They're looking like, yeah, I want to see my touchdown. I want to see this play, that play. Caney Creek's like, we can skip that one.
Little tossed. Oh, fall incomplete. Trying to hit his tight end there.
Yeah, that one hit him in the hands. He just bobbled it and couldn't hang on.
.840 left in the game. Two receivers to his right. Another handoff in the middle. Brought down around the 22-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 7. Swapsy on the carry again. Cook on the tackle. They're a pair.
Yeah, I think the main thing about this game, the main talking point will be this running game for Montgomery. Most of their touchdowns coming on the ground. I believe only one or 2 coming from pass. 2 of those touchdowns, 2 of those rushing touchdowns on those big quarterback run plays.
And he'll get down. I think they're going to mark him. Mark the ball right at the 14-yard line. It will be enough for the 1st down. And we have a timeout. Yeah, there was a coach before your time. Actually, coach at A&M, when it came to the pass, he said there's 3 things that can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad. If you can move that ball on the ground, that's good strategy.
Yeah, man, it looks like Montgomery here, they're showing no mercy. They want to score every single drive.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, you want to get ready for district play.
Right.
And you don't get ready for district play by taking your foot off the gas.
Right. That's a very good point. Don't want to take your foot off the gas. They want to just drive it in every single play for a touchdown. They're thinking every drive touchdown, no matter what the score is. Saying strike first, strike hard, show no mercy.
Still keep sportsmanship
right
in mind, always, but he'll send 2 receivers to his right. Halfback behind him. First down, ball sitting on the 14-yard line. Ball on the ground. Be picked up by his halfback. He'll be hitting behind the line of scrimmage and taken down for a loss. Big defensive play there. Good defensive play by the Panthers.
Yeah, it looks like he bobbled the handoff.
Yeah,
he bobbled the snap, actually. And running back was able to pick it up. But luckily he was able to pick it up, but he still got tackled for a loss.
True. Ball back on the 21-yard line. Garza on the tackle for Caney Creek. I think that was one where he had his eyes on downfield trying to see where he was going to run before he had the ball.
Yeah, that's what it did look like.
Kind of like receivers do sometimes when they turn their head downfield before they catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback keeper. He'll be taken off his feet. Looks like they'll give him forward progress down to the 16-yard line. It'll be well short of a first down. It will let the clock continue to run with 6:36 and counting left in the game. Merriman on the carry. Cook again on the tackle.
But yeah, I mean, this game just been all Montgomery since the second quarter. It's like they hit their groove and they hit it hard.
3rd and 12. And I think we've got another timeout. This time a timeout with Montgomery. 6:02 left in the game. Any college games you're watching tomorrow, particularly, Wes?
Texas and Michigan, horns down, but I'll have to look at the schedule again. I mean, obviously got to watch College Game Day. That's usually how I determine which games we're going to watch for the weekend.
Surely College Game Day is going to be in Ann Arbor tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, they're in Ann Arbor tomorrow. It's got to be. It's the biggest non-conference game of the season. Really get to see if Texas if they are who they thought we were. They are who we thought they are.
Yeah, the SEC is wide open this year. Wide open.
Yeah, with Georgia still being a powerhouse and now the 12-team college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Be an interesting season.
3rd and 12. Little option play. He'll keep it. Get down to the 5-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 5. I think he'll be just a little short of a first down. Let's see here. He'll be about a yard short. Be 4th and 1.
Tell you what, I am ready for this weekend. We got our first full Sunday slate of NFL games.
Yeah, true. True.
Feels like life is finally back. We've got Friday night lights, Saturday night college football, Sundays on NFL.
quick snap there, and he'll get the first down and actually go into the end zone for a touchdown to see the ball fall. This is going to be one to call. We might have to watch this one on the replay. He lost possession of the ball. What are they going to do here? How are they going to mark it? I haven't seen an indication of a touchdown yet.
Looks like one of the judges said touchdown, but either way, it is a first down still.
They're going to have to hash this one out. He made it into the end zone. It looked to me like he had the ball when he crossed the goal line and then dropped it or knocked out of his hands while in the end zone.
Looks like there's a flag, actually.
On the defense, number 14. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
All right, so there you have it. The personal foul against Caney Creek. It was a touchdown. Crenshaw to do the honors. Good, strong kick, high enough, long enough, and good. So our new score with 5:47 left in the game, Montgomery 58, Caney Creek 27.
Yeah, McCrenshaw, they better get him an ice bath ready tomorrow because, you know, his leg is going to be sore from kicking off and kicking these extra points. I already know he's thinking, man, I should have stretched a little bit more. Yeah, but you know it's a good thing whenever your kicker's out on the field a long time, a bunch of plays, because that means you're scoring.
You're moving the ball. Bands have kind of quieted down. West, I guess they're kind of tired of playing as well. Ball moved up to the 45-yard line of Caney Creek with that penalty, that personal foul penalty on the touchdown play. Kuhn and Ellis back to receive. I don't think he's going to squig kick this one. I think he'll probably kick this one deep. Number 94 out there to do the kicking for Montgomery. Crenshaw. And he will kick it. I think he missed the field goal, but he kicked it deep, that's for sure.
He did kick it deep.
Yeah,
it looked a little bit wide right.
It was wide right, wasn't it? And at this point, Caney Creek is playing for the love of the game.
Playing for the love of the game. Hey, they're still putting their all out on the field. That's all we can say.
Leave nothing on the field. Broke a tackle there. Out to the 26-yard line. Clock will continue to run. He'll get a yard out of it. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ramsher on that reception and carry. Well, this is one of those games where neither team will have to travel very far to get back home. Handoff there. Break it outside. And he's off to the races. 35, 30, try to make a move. 20, 10, out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Ramsher again on the carry.
Yeah, Ramsher, he's had himself a pretty good game, if I do say so. He's had some pretty big gains here. And that time he just got into some open field. He was able to turn on the afterburners and get down into the red zone.
He needed a man down there blocking for him and didn't have it. Tried to put a move on the back safety there at the last minute, but couldn't. Still a great run. Another good run here by Caney Creek, all the way down to about the 11-yard line. Ramsher again.
Yeah, and
McKenzie on the tackle for
and having a guy
Montgomery.
blocking down there, that would used to be the role of a fullback. which is almost an extinct position that should come back. That's why every time I see a fullback on the roster, I highlight it and say, greatest position ever.
Ramsher again. I think he should be out there giving the spoon sign, feed me, feed me. He'll get it down to about the 1 yard line.
We'll say something, though. Today I learned that the Chargers have a fullback that is 6'4" and 300 pounds.
That kind of goes back to the old days, maybe before your time. We called him Refrigerator Perry.
Oh, yeah, William the Refrigerator Perry of the 84 Bears Super Bowl Shuffle defense.
Yes. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal. Did he make it? Yes, indication, touchdown, Panthers. Wake up the band. I believe that was Ellis on the touchdown run.
Yeah, I will say though, big man touchdowns. Those are some of my personal favorite plays. You think back, or just big man with the ball. You know, I believe one of the greatest bad plays of all time. I believe it was. I want to say it was Alan Page, or no, Jim Marshall picked up the fumble and ran it all the way back into his own end zone for a safety.
Going for 2 here. He'll be grabbed in the backfield and take it down for a big loss. That'll go no good on the 2-point conversion. Our score will be 58-33 with 3:42 left in the game.
Yeah, I think this game definitely has been won, though, by the guys up front. Both teams, whichever team was winning the battle up front, that's the team that was winning the game and the score. As we saw in the first quarter where Caney Creek, they were staying in it. They were competitive. They had the lead because they were able to get that good push up front. But then Montgomery came back. Then they started winning the battle up front, getting some good push back, and then saw Montgomery from there.
You play offensive line for the JV team, am I right, Wes?
Yes, sir.
What does it take to be a good offensive lineman?
You just got to be big, nasty. You got to be agile, which is one of the things that most people don't think of whenever they think of offensive lineman.
Little squid kick.
But
be caught up around the 31-yard line. That's where Montgomery will take over, leading this one 58-33. You mean offensive linemen can be agile?
Yeah, they can be agile. I mean, you think some of the greats, Larry Allen, Anthony Munoz, they weren't too shabby. They could kick step, with all these outside run plays and tosses that you see now. Offensive linemen have to be agile. I mean, Lane Johnson comes to mind. There's some fast big guys here in the NFL now and in the past.
Yeah, when those offensive linemen pull and make a block way out wide, they have to get out there quick. First down here. Handoff in the middle. He'll be hitting the backfield. We'll just again call that one a cast of thousands. It'll be second about 12. Bands have cranked back up.
But, I mean, yeah, you just got to be nasty sometimes, some nasty offensive lineman or just any sort of lineman. You got Mean Joe Green on the defensive side, J.J. Watt, even guys like Randall McDaniel, Randall McDaniel, Jonathan Ogden, some of the greatest offensive linemen ever. Like, they were nasty. They weren't afraid to just go knock somebody in the dirt.
Little run to the outside. Turned over out there. He'll get a little bit out of it. Looks like we're going to call it 3rd and about 10. Ben on the carry for Montgomery. Yeah, the late Bear Bryant said, I want you to knock them down and then I want you to help them back up.
Yeah. Bear Bryant, one of the greatest coaches of all time, up there with the likes of Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi, Don Shula. Nick Saban, honestly, could be one of the greats. I mean, Bill Belichick is, we saw how he did without Brady, but I'll leave that for everybody else at home to decide.
Well, I'm encouraged to hear such a young guy repeating names that have of what others might call the old timers.
Oh yeah, the old timers, man. Just studying up, started becoming a real NFL fan, honestly, during the pandemic, so I had a lot of time on my hands.
Well, the field hasn't changed. It's still 100 yards. Third and 10. 2:48 left in the game. Quarterback keeper. Little toss out there to his tight end up to the 40. Hit hard right at the 41-yard line. Good hard hit. Football hit, we'll call it.
Yeah, good hard football hit.
It'll be enough for the first down. Ball will be marked at the 42. Billingsley on the carry for Montgomery. Smart on the tackle for Caney Creek.
Like a Ronnie Lott type hit right there. Just nice, clean, lower the shoulder, and ram him right into him.
First and 10. Another handoff in the middle this time. He'll carry some players with him, get all the way down to out to the 50-yard line. Ben on the carry for the Bears. He'll be short of the first down by a couple of yards. We'll call it 2nd and 2.
And seeing all these running plays and hearing the name Bears and thinking, where's Walter Payton? Where is he out there?
You remember his nickname?
Sweetness, man.
You know your football.
Oh, I know all my football. I know all the way back. Talk about Jim Thorpe, Red Grange, Sammy Ball, all of them.
Ooh, good hit hard in the backfield there. He will not get the first down. He'll lose yardage on the play. That was Ben on the carry. He was hitting the backfield. Carrasco, we'll give him the credit for that tackle for a loss. Now we're looking at 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I won't lie. I've got a pretty extensive knowledge. I've started collecting some cards, some football cards, some of my stuff from my vintage collection.
I'm going to test you. Here we go. 3rd and 4. I'm going to test you on the next play, before the next play. There was another well-known receiver, Hall of Famer, outstanding, some may say one of the best receivers of all time. Played his college ball not too far from where Walter Payton played his college ball. Can you name him?
Trying to remember where. Now I'm trying to remember where Walter Payton played in college.
They both played in Mississippi.
Both played. Oh, Jerry Rice. Jerry Whirlwind Rice, Mississippi Valley State.
All right, that's our ball game, folks. They're going to let the clock run out. Our final score here, 58 for Montgomery, 33 for Caney Creek. Wes, it's been my pleasure, our first opportunity to work with you as a analyst, commentator for tonight's game. You did a great. It was my pleasure. Look forward to working with you again. Tried to talk you into taking the lead in the second half and couldn't, but I don't think it'll be long before you'll be taking the lead and somebody will be doing the color work for you.
Yeah, well, only time will tell, man, but thank you for having me on, letting me commentate this game. It was fun time.
And kudos to the audiovisual program at Conroe High School for putting this program together, giving these kids the opportunity to work in the audiovisual industry, or I should say with audiovisual equipment, prepare them for a career in the audiovisual industry, should that be their desire. Everybody have a good weekend. Be safe, and we'll look forward to having you on another future game next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.